That's good product placement. The light is kind of bright on me. I've got the ring light on and I'm in the basement, so it's really dark. I didn't know how to fix the light. Whatever. Anyways, some things that are coming up. Some exciting things. First of all, Unplugged is coming up next weekend, and that is like a small convention in Toronto. I forget the location, but I'll put it in the Interbar. And I'll be selling there in Artist Alley, selling all my stuff, so you can then buy it and make me not poor for the rest of the year. And then after that, like a week after, I'm going to Youmacon. Now I've been to this convention in Detroit twice already, and I've already talked about it a couple times in previous videos recently. I'm really excited for it this time because they're going to give me a media badge. It wasn't too hard to get, apparently, but this is the first time I've ever actually gotten a media badge for a convention, and it's a pretty big convention, so that's a pretty big deal to me. Luckily, I have some better photo equipment and video equipment now than I did last year. Last year I was really just doing my stuff on a little point-and-shoot camera like this big, and then that got stolen. That's a whole other story. Anyways, I have a better camera now. I have better lighting, as you can see. I'm thinking I might actually film enough footage for 2 videos after the fact. So I'll probably deliver one to YouTube like maybe a day or 2 after the convention, and then maybe a week after I'll finish the other one. That's the tentative plan. I want to do that, and I should hopefully have enough time to do it because I'm actually staying an extra day at Youmacon, so I don't have to worry about packing up and leaving on Sunday, like early Sunday, which is what I would have to do otherwise. So this year it's going to be a little more intensive, a little more fun, and I'm only going to cosplay like one thing. I hope, if it all comes together, so I'll still have lots of time to do video. So if you see me there, come up and say hi. I'm willing to film lots of good cosplayers this year, and I'm really hoping to get lots of good footage, make some good videos, you know, whatever. And then, this light is really bright, and then, like the first or second week of January is ALA. This is going to be my first time ever actually going to California, and I'm really only going to a convention that's right near the airport. I won't be seeing very much. I want to try In-N-Out. That's like my main goal. That's really the only reason I'm going. Conventions, whatever. But that's Anime Los Angeles, and I'll give you some more info on that later on when I have more time to actually consider what I'm doing there and all that stuff. But I managed to book a pretty cheap flight like a few months ago, so I had to jump on that opportunity, and now I'm going there. It's my first time in California. And I'm going to be going in January, so that'll be a nice little break from the icy hellhole that this place is in the winter. But anyways, that's going to be cool, and I'm going to film some more stuff there. Hopefully I'll have more practice on my Steadycam, which I'm going to show you now. So hey, look at this thing. Pretty nifty, eh? Anyways, this is what is commonly called a Steadycam. Now there's actually a brand name called Steadycam, which is really expensive, but this is not a brand name Steadycam. This is actually made by a company out of China called Wieldy, and normally their logo would be right here, but they didn't put it on for some reason. Anyways, this is pretty good. I've been happy with it so far. I've had it almost a month actually, and I've gotten some practice out of it. When I first used it, I didn't know how to balance it right, so my first footage using it was kind of shaky and not too good, but I learned how to balance it with these little weights here, and it actually gets pretty precise. You have to like turn the little knobs like tiny little bits, and it actually makes a big difference. Now I don't have a camera on here right now because I'm filming with my camera, but essentially what happens is it goes on this plate here, and you have to adjust the balance, and depending on if there's a flash on top or if I'm using the wide angle fisheye adapter, which I am right now on the camera, it makes it way more, and this whole thing needs to be balanced pretty much precisely. So it can be sort of a big deal to actually get it accurate, to get it balanced, because otherwise it might be leaning forward, or it might be leaning back or aside, or even if it's bottom heavy, it'll just go like this whenever you're walking, so that's not a good thing either. But anyways, basically it's a vest. It's got lots of padding, lots of quick release sort of clips. This thing, I can't really do it with this thing on. Anyways, it's very adjustable. It's pretty comfortable, although when you have a heavy camera on here, there's a lot of weight that's sort of distributed right along the midsection, so you gotta have strong core maybe. I don't have a very strong core. Anyways, it tends to get heavy. But basically it attaches here or here with this arm that has springs and little gyros and gimbals or whatever it is inside, and you can just sort of adjust the tension. And then this thing sort of comes off. Normally by itself it would be called a glide cam, but add it to this and it's a Steadycam. You got a little handle there, and you just sort of guide the whole camera gently with your non-dominant hand, and you can just sort of do all sorts of cool things with it. So that is what I'm going to use at Youmacon, and probably ALA too if I want to bring it to California. I think I probably will. But basically, for those of you who've ever saw one of these sort of rigs at a convention, if there's a videographer that's using it for to make cool videos, usually they had to invest a lot into them. I wouldn't say that this was cheap, but it was way less expensive than the actual Steadicam brand. Like a fraction of the price, really, is what I'm saying. So if you want information on that, I can put some info of where I got this in the description. And this thing is pretty neat. I still need to practice a lot with it, but I think my video quality might actually go up if I use this some more. Here's hoping. Anyways, what else do I want to say? I think that's it, really. I'm gonna show you some actual footage that I took over the past few weeks with this thing. You'll see some more shaky stuff, and then when I get back up to the better balanced and smoother stuff, you can see that. And yeah. So anyways, I will probably make my next video from Youmacon. So that's that. Thanks for watching.